Hello, these are the key takeaways from my interview with the counselor that I found. Her name was Miss Tan. Um, I felt that she was helpful in answering the questions that I presented to her during an interview. I caught her when she was coming out of a meeting. She was more than willing to help me with what I was trying to do. She was pleasant and seemed to understand why I was interviewing her as being a counselor. Um, she told me that she knows how it is to go through the process of becoming a teacher. You know, the things that are need to be done beforehand, while to obtain a license for certification. So that was reassuring there. Um, I noticed that she during the interview she was somewhat sort of preoccupied. Again, she just came out of a meeting, but she seemed to have other things in her mind while she was doing the interview. So that alone told me that she was a busy person. Uh, she told me that she has been counseling for over 10 years, and prior to that, she was a elementary school teacher. Uh, she received a master's degree from somewhere in Ohio. I forgot what university she told me. Um, just by uh, hearing her, you know, I met her a few times. Um, I thought of her being as pretty bright, you know, smart person, um, capable of handling different tasks. I see her in that manner. Um, she seems to be somebody that's a go-getter. Again, she took the initiative to let me know, or initiative to, you know, sit me down and work with me on what I needed to do. So that was nice that she did that. Uh, I'm think she told me one thing about being a counselor, that it's you have to have be multitask. Um, you have to be able to handle different situations. Uh, and I think being a counselor, you have to be a person ethical. You are handling some personal information about students and even their families. I know that she's probably in her time has handled some private situations. So I'm thinking that she's able to just that from that she's able to build a strong bond with some of the students that she's come across and counsel, and not just the students, maybe their families. I'm thinking maybe she's has invited and have, you know, counseled students and their families. I know that she's known in this area. Um, she was her name came up when I was telling other staff members here that I needed to interview a counselor, and her name came up. Um, and so she's built a name for herself. A lot of the families here know her. She knows the community. So that's what I got from her. Again, she's been doing this for quite a number of years. She was no way like my counselors that I remember in, well, one in particular in high school. I remember that counselor telling me that I didn't have the grades to even consider about going into college or even into a university. So she wasn't reassuring in that way. Like I think that being a counselor is challenging. I know just me being as a teacher, it's pretty hectic. Every day is not the same, and but I have other teachers to talk, you know, about things. Whereas a counselor, I think it could be pretty lonely. She's the only counselor here, and a counselor is only here in the school. They're the only one possibly, depending. So that's pretty much what I got from a counselor, from what the takeaways I got from her. Um, uh, that it's very challenging. You have to be patient. You have to be willing to help. So I'm thinking that's what kept her being a counselor for so long. So that's all I have. Thank you.